What's up, guys? Blaney Talks here with a beloved friend, Devin. Not going to say the last name for reasons.
Wilbrad. It's Wilbrad.
Devin Wilbrad.
Wilbrad.
Yep. Don't want to give out the address,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're here. This is a long-awaited episode. Devin is one of my close friends, and we've known each other for a while. He's been a rock in my life for
How long
a
is
long
a while? How far back does a while go? When did we first meet?
Oh, that is a good question.
Go ahead. I remember.
I mean, I remember I was a new guy at the school,
Yes.
and we met, and I don't remember.
I'll tell you exactly
All right, you go,
where
you
we were
go.
sitting. We were in Henderson's class. It was I think it was civics, and we were back left of the classroom. You had real short hair, and you were kind of quiet at this point. I think it was just. Were you still doing ADHD medicine?
Yeah, Adderall.
So he
probably.
was fucking at the time
Zoned in.
zoned out, even
Locked in,
Well,
zoned out.
it's hard to determine. For me, it would go either way. Like I remember when I started Vyvanse again, I went in one morning and Jared was like, "Are you all there?"
Right.
Like, yeah, because I'd been up the entire night before. I didn't go to sleep because I'd started Vyvanse and didn't know what it would do to me.
Oh my god.
Anyways, but yeah, that's where we met. We met sophomore year, back of Bobby Henderson's classroom. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
It's been so
that's a
long.
good memory. Maybe it was a more important part of your life. Than
You
it
were a
was in
sweet
mine.
guy, yeah. You had all these new people. You were the new person.
I was at that moment in my life. I think I've never had more clout. Than I
Oh
ever
yeah,
had.
you were the shit.
I
Absolutely.
was the guy. I was the little fucking guy that.
We had a serious drought of clout. It was a clout drought.
Yeah.
So
and-
you can coin that. You can coin that. We had a clout drought.
and my coming forth ended it. Anyways.
You think so?
Yeah,
you,
I guess
You think
so.
you stepped into the game and everybody just fucking.
That's what it felt like at the time. Not to gloat, but
the game needed me. That's
yeah, exactly. I'm that guy. The game needed me, and the world would probably not exist if it weren't for I.
You're Kanye of sophomore year of high school.
Exactly,
Very
pretty
nice.
much. Okay, so I don't know if you have or you have not watched some of the other episodes. It doesn't matter
I haven't.
regardless. Yeah.
I'm a bad friend.
No, you're not a bad friend. It's not about reaching my friends. Really, it's about. Let me get into a bit of a mission statement.
Okay.
So I started doing this. I'd say 2 months ago with Ricky, the guy behind the camera. Can we get an applaud for Ricky? He's here out of his day to record this. He's over there watching some what's it called? Call of Duty competitive gameplay.
Nice. What a
and
guy. What a fucking
we're rooting for Optic. But anyways, yeah, I did this with Ricky, and it was all because he was like, "Yo, let's just go do this." He kind of pushed me forward to do that, and that felt really nice. I needed that. But anyways, I think I want to talk about part of the reason why we're out here, which I have been doing every episode, which is I think there was a time in my life, I think it was, I want to say like 2019, 2021, between that era,
Yeah.
where I kind of felt very isolated and alone, and I kind of was in a phase of losing my mind. And I think every young 20-year-old kind of, or younger guy or younger person in general, goes through this phase where they're kind of going through an identity crisis fresh out of high school, going into college. But for some reason I felt like mine was worse or something. Maybe it necessarily wasn't, but
Comparison is a bad way to approach your struggles. You know what I mean? But like, comparatively, everybody's got it worse.
Right.
It's never a good. It's never a good way to look at it. But
at that time,
would you say it started? You said 2019. Would you say before or after high school?
it was definitely after high school. I think, yeah, it was really
Like not during.
It was college. I think it was COVID. I would even say it was
Really?
whenever I was dating. No, maybe right before COVID. It was just like I was kind of going out every night. I was in a bit of like a poor mental state, and I was going out 4 times a week, blacking out, drunk driving. Sorry, police.
No, truth be told,
And,
that's really. I respect that you can honestly look back and say these were mistakes I made, and owning up to them is so much.
Yeah.
It's obviously history will repeat itself if you don't acknowledge and recognize it. But more so, I think bearing your sins is just a good way to teach others that, hey, you're going to make mistakes. Some of you will do the same stupid shit I did. I can relate. You should not do it.
Right.
And I encourage you to own up to it. So.
Right, and in a sense, it is a bit of that, like, forewarning and hey, but more so, I think it's the mission statement behind it is you're not alone with these struggles.
Absolutely.
You know, not necessarily like, hey, you're a fuck up. Like, we all felt that, and I just want to be able to reach at least one person out there.
Absolutely.
To that feels like, wait, I'm fucking.
You got a sock in your pocket?
That was in my sleeve.
No way.
I just pulled that out. That's been in my sleeve all
You
day.
should have done it like a magic trick too.
I mean, it kind of low-key was. I was like,
and you.
oh,
wait,
wait, that would have been tough.
For next episode.
Yep. All right, well, let's get some paint on the canvas while we're talking here, and I'll continue to talk about
the
mission statement. Let's see if we could get a little more comfortable. And this is my cat eating pizza and eating taco shirt. I thought it'd be nice to wear today.
That's like 2012, gotta be.
It was. I think it was freshman year of high school.
Really?
So maybe I was a little late.
You were a little late to the game, dude. Patrick,
but it was still
my
drippy.
brother, he was on that shit.
That Odd Future shit with the cats, golf playing and all that.
100%. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. No, I love it.
2012 at least.
My drip is eternal. Anyways.
My drip is eternal.
Yeah, but it's just about someone else, you know, going through something and feeling alone, and that's what I'm here for, is just to tell you, hey, you're not. Like, Devin's pretty fucked up, you know? This
Real. I'll take that on now. I'll take that.
I'm pretty fucked up. Ricky's
probably
pretty fucked up. We're all fucked up, man. And, like, if
statement.
we can just... I think the world would be a lot better of a place if we could all just admit that and kind of come together and learn from each other, instead of, like, what I did at that time was isolate myself, say, what I'm feeling is so different, what I'm doing is so different than anyone else, you know, and it kind of made it feel worse, you know.
Yeah.
I was even more alone because of that, you know, and so yeah, that's what it's about. That's why we're here. It's to kind of talk about our feelings a little bit, and then paint. And so the idea behind the painting is we're gonna push forward and paint, and I think some people can paint about things they can't really verbalize. Some people can rap about things they can't verbalize. So some form of creation, I think, is always good for coping with things you're going through.
Okay.
And so that's why we're here.
I like that.
And there's no need for it to be something like that. But I think if you're getting paint on a canvas, you're expressing yourself in some sort of way, believe it or not.
Okay.
Now we're here.
Well, you know, I'm struggling just to put this first stroke,
like
this first dab of paint on the canvas. But I will say, as far as like a mission statement, or even what I think is going to be what you'll find to be the most valuable purpose in this, certainly, and this will go hand in hand with, you know, your mission. 10 years from now, I'll be 33. And Ricky, I don't know how old you are. Can we get a shout out? Okay, 24. So you'll be 34, and you know, maybe we'll have some big shit going on by then. Maybe not for another 10 years after that. So by 44, but we'll be able to look back and say, like, look how far we came. Look at the struggles we went through, and we took them on the chin, put some shit on a canvas, smiled about it, and moved on.
Yes, bro. That's beautiful.
And I like that a lot. I think that's really cool. As far as, you know,
it being for someone else or something,
absolutely.
Reaching someone else.
I think if anything, this is just as much for reaching someone else as much as it is for me one day to be able to look back and say, wow, I was there, I did it, and I, you know, conquered it and moved on.
Yes, sir. That's what it's about, man. It's just pushing forward in the face of, like, what do they call it? Adversity. In general. But yeah. So now that we're here, I did my introduction. Why don't you do your introduction? What I always make people do is 5 words to describe yourself in this very moment. Like, not in this moment, but like
or where I'm at.
Your existence. Right,
yeah. Okay. 5 words to describe myself. Well, we talked about ambiguous the other day. Ambiguity. We talked about ambiguity. There's a lot of ambiguity in my day-to-day life. I want to say...
Wait, can I get a refresher on what that means?
Ambiguity is, it could go one way or the other. It could be one thing or the other. It's really left open for interpretation.
Okay.
And so, what, like, a great example of that is, you know, going into being lonely. I've tried to join the military because I felt I had no other option, like, probably 3 times.
I remember that.
3 separate occasions that I've gone to a recruiting office and said, hey, I need a job and I need to get the hell out of here. Can you guys please take me? And every time they're like, yeah, we can take you. Do you have any blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, yeah, I've got physical ailments. I had surgeries. Okay, well, we got to get a waiver. But you could just lie about it. So, never worked out. I was never willing to you know, they'll psych you out of it. Like, oh, they're not gonna chase you down. They're not gonna kick you out of the military. Anyways, so that it never worked out.
Right.
But and so I went to UNO. I went to UNO for cybersecurity. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. I don't know what I was thinking. I think we started with like software programming, and I was like, can't do it. Can't fucking stand being at a computer all day, even though that's what I was already doing.
Right.
But if I had to do it for work, miserable.
Bro, I had that ding 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 moment. I was like, wait, I love playing video games for 12 hours a day.
Why don't I
become a video game developer?
Fuck no.
And then you get into it and it's like, this is the least fun thing I've
ever done in my life. Yeah, numbers and coding, and I was like, wow, what is
like,
GitHub?
This is so far from playing video games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, another example of something that I was just willing to try. So, Ambiguity. I was willing to. I did a paralegal course. It cost me like $2,500. I did a paralegal course. I did it for like a week and a half, and then didn't want to do it anymore. I think the first thing, one of the first assignments on it, was how do you think AI will affect being a paralegal and other legal work in the field? And you know, my first thought was, I'm out of a job. Before
right.
The very first assignment you've given me has proven to me that I'm out of a job,
which is crazy. We won't get into the AI talk yet, but that is a crazy concept.
It's all we could talk about.
Right.
So you know, it'd be good to skip. Speaking of, Meta is building an AI data center in Louisiana. It's gonna. I don't know how many billions of dollars it's gonna be, but it's gonna be very expensive, and we're gonna have a huge tech influx. So home prices are probably gonna go up. So
yeah,
I don't know how long it'll be.
Where do you
until
think?
they build
New
it,
Orleans, Baton Rouge?
I have no idea.
You're good. We'll keep talking and.
Very nice. And then we'll catch that up.
Right. Well, like this.
We'll put a little painting picture in between.
Right.
Oh, look at how far we're into our painting.
Yes. Something like that. And so. Yeah. Okay. So 5 words.
I know. 5
you're
words.
At 1.
Ambiguous. I know. Damn it. What's another one?
It doesn't necessarily, like, for example...
I don't have to give a backstory to it. I can just...
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
More so, it doesn't have to be, like, a trait that you have, but, like, for Hayden, his was rapper, influencer, like, kind of an identity, more so.
Okay.
And
I like that.
I don't want to put you into a box or anything, but...
No, but those are some great suggestions, absolutely. Because I can keep doing what I'm doing, or I can change it up. I like that. Aspiring man.
Aspiring man. Okay,
Yeah.
1. Not gonna do the count for all of them.
No. Yeah.
Can I give you one?
Please.
Nursing student.
Yeah.
Which you are very much
But
so
that
are.
falls under ambiguous because, like I said, about a couple months ago, I was unsure if I was even going to be able to do that. I thought I was going to fail out of nursing school.
Holy shit.
So, I mean, the minute I thought that, I was like, back to square one. We got to do military, and this time I'm gonna lie. You know, because I have nothing. I have no other options. I've got to lie to the government. So.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
Yeah, truth be told, that's the sad reality. Or I wouldn't call it sad. It just is what it is.
Yeah. No,
but
okay.
yeah, so great example. I think that falls under ambiguity. But I'll take nursing student. I have been I worked as a PCT during COVID for a brief period at the very beginning because I was in nursing school in Ruston. I wanted to give it a shot, see if I actually liked hospital work. I hated it. It was miserable. I was 18. I was a baby.
Yeah.
I had no business being in charge.
Wiping asses?
Well, yeah, that was honestly the least difficult part of my job. Though.
Okay.
I could get past that. Honestly, I got a really strong stomach. You know, there were some unfavorable parts about it. But really, when you factor in the vulnerability that these people are exhibiting, someone having to be taken care of is so... It's a very humbling experience to have to take care of anyone in any capacity.
Yeah.
So for me, an 18-year-old with no qualifications, no professional standards that I know to exhibit or practice, for me to be in charge of someone's grandmother, someone's father.
Wow.
That's a really...
I never wrapped my head around... I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Never gave that a second thought. That's really intense, like at such a young age. Like that responsibility.
Yeah. And
morally.
I had patients... what is your name, son? let me give you money.
Right.
Because they're just so great, and for one, they're probably feeling like a huge level of embarrassment that I have to take care of them to whatever degree. But
Right.
they feel like they owe me something. I'm like, this is my job, this is what I do. And
Right.
so that was a lot for me to come to terms with at 18. Anyways, yeah, I broke my foot and I stopped doing the PCT work, and then I left Ruston for some time. But now I'm back in it. I got into Delgado's nursing program, and that's where we're at. I'm really enjoying it. The instructors are amazing. Genuine, wonderful people. I cannot be happier. For the price point, bro, it's like $3,000 a semester. I'm gonna be a fucking nurse and making like average $60K a year, and it'll cost me all said and done like $15,000.
People talk about how like college is a scam or whatever, but I really think community college
is amazing.
Right, is not a scam. I think whenever you get to like, I'm paying $20,000 a year for this degree like that. Like for example, if you were paying $20,000 a year for a nursing degree at LSU or whatever, and then you come, that degree at Delgado is going to be the same thing. My mom has been a nurse for 36 years or something like that, and she describes, oh, these motherfuckers from LSU don't even know how to fucking stick someone, like blah blah blah. So it's never about how much money you're spending, but I really do think community college is a great option for people. People are so embarrassed. I think maybe this is going to touch someone out there. People are so embarrassed to say, oh, I'm going to community college whenever all my friends are up at LSU or UNO and this and that. But I really think it's a good option.
It's already happening. Because I went to, you remember I went to Delgado. No, I don't think you knew about that. I went to Delgado. I did dual enrollment when I was in high school, and it was dead. There was nobody.
Right.
Hardly anybody. Now, I don't know how the enrollment numbers look, how they're differing from when I went. Oh, by the way, I went with Caleb Clayton. Isn't that sad?
What's sad about that?
Oh,
shit.
He's passed.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot. I didn't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace. Anyways, but he actually sold me, he had an extra textbook. Sweetest guy. He had an extra textbook, and he sold it to me for like $10 so we could do, I think we were in Biology 101. So yeah, fond memory. I'm glad I had some memory of him. Really sweet guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that shit's turning around. So what's another? Service industry, all the way.
Server.
I wouldn't say server. Honestly, here's the truth about that. Of all the time I've spent in the service industry, I started at 17, working at Restaurant August on Tchoupitoulas and Gravier. I was a food runner for a couple of years. I eventually worked up to back waiter. Never a server while I was there. I was making more money as a back waiter than I made anywhere else, but I was never under the title of a server.
What is August again?
August is like a really fine dining restaurant, or it was a really fine, not that it's not anymore, but the standards have definitely changed. They're trying to turn it around and get like a Michelin star or something, but whatever.
I don't see it happening to me.
But, I was a server at Seaworthy.
Seaworthy, yeah.
I was a server at Seaworthy. I sold oysters and wine, and that was really nice. I made a good bit of money doing that. That was my comeback. That was because I had, oh my God, this is another great one. I'm a cripple.
Cripple. Okay, so we got, let's just, so we're ambiguity.
Ambiguity, aspiring man.
Nursing, server, and your last one, cripple.
Cripple. I'm always crippled, bro. I got an MRI scheduled yesterday for the 19th. So
it's for what?
My shoulder. I've had shoulder issues for a while. I feel like it is especially it's especially showing when I'm working out on my chest days. I have like a really big concave area on my right upper chest, so it's I feel like I have no idea. I've done physical therapy for it a few times just so I can get an MRI done, but we're finally following through with it. They're going to do the regular MRI, and then they're going to do one where they like inject a little bit of fluid, or what is it, the dye, so it's like a contrast image, so it makes it a lot more clear, and it'll get in like the nooks and crannies from what I understand.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
So you're excited to have a better shoulder?
I'm excited to figure out what's wrong with that. I don't think I'm going to have a better shoulder at the end of this, truth be told. But anything can happen.
For what it means, for where it stands, your shoulders look great, bud.
Thank you. They're putting in all the work, so. But there's like a really big impingement or something. The doctors suggest it could be torn. Nobody knows. That's the thing about it. It's just a really. I have some hypermobility in it, and he's like, well, it could be this, it could be that. We really wouldn't know. So we're gonna get the MRI and hope for the best. He flat out told me, he was like, we might not be able to do surgery on this. You might just have to
fucked up shoulders forever, which
you have to impose limitations in your life, which would be terrible.
Right.
I'm 23.
Right.
I'm a
well,
boy.
Also, like, it's not even just that, because like you tell someone like me, I'm gonna have a fucked up shoulder for my life. I'm like, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm being insensitive here. I'm like, well, whatever.
It is
you
what
know?
it is. No,
but for you, who like goes to the gym how many times a week and kind of like
less and less lately, but we're working on it.
Right. But I feel like that is super important for you in general. Like,
yeah.
Like more so than the average person. So it's a double whammy.
Yeah.
You're double fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like it's not even so much the functionality of it, because it does whatever I want it to do. I can. You know, but for the most part, it gets in the way of my lifting. It gets in the way of my enjoyment of my life. And
Yeah,
that's something I want to do. I want to enjoy my life.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, now we're here.
Yeah. Now we're here.
We got the intro out of the way and
Very
stuff
cool.
like that.
Very cool.
Feels good.
Feels great.
We know Devin now. He gets
Aspiring.
better as you get to know him more.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I try.
You may not.
Give me time. You'll warm up to me.
yeah. But yeah, we're here. We're live. Can we see your painting so far? Let's show the paintings.
So, I have a brown corner. Wow, you got a lot going on there.
I got
a brown corner, and I put some thumbprints over the blue to give it some.
And that's where we are. It's minimalist right now.
To give it some spice.
And I got a little guy.
Yeah.
He's looking freaky deaky.
He is looking kind of freaky deaky.
And honestly, at this point, I think I'm gonna go to.
I think you inspired me.
The flip phone.
Oh yeah.
Which is Devin's.
That's mine.
Let's wait. Actually, we don't need to open this yet. Let's talk. I feel like I can ask you a million questions about your life.
You certainly can.
I look up to you in a lot of ways, Devin.
That's flattering.
I see you, and I'm like, this man is so unbelievably locked in, and
Aww.
he doesn't give a fuck about anything but his future, and like he's willing to, dedicate a lot of time and willpower into like making that what he wants it to be. For example, Devin over here recognizes, as we all do, that social media is rotting the brain in general, and he's a non-scroller. He's got his flip phone, and he said, you know what, this is keeping me from reaching my goals. And I think we could talk all day about how social media kind of is negative and how it makes you have these body issues.
But are you going to pull the trigger on it?
Right. Are you going to pull the trigger? Are you going to be like, I'm getting a fucking flip phone, and that way I could focus on my nursing degree.
Yeah.
That way I can,
I still got Hinge on there, so I like to browse, but that's about it.
Yeah. Devin is single and ready to mingle with his flip phone. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to do this. It
feels great.
Does it really?
Yes,
I want it so
it's really
bad,
nice,
bro.
especially when I'm in the gym and I got a text on my flip phone and people look at me and they're like, wow, he's got a work phone. He must have a lot of shit going on. I work one day a week. I work Sunday. And anyways,
No.
So it definitely, honestly, the ego. Because I'm a narcissist on many levels. But yeah, it feels good to be better than It's like driving a fucking Prius. You know what I mean?
No, it's classy.
It's like driving a Prius in 2015 when not a lot of people were doing it. I'm a little more modern.
Yeah.
I'm a little ahead of the curve.
You are. Like I don't think that this. I mean, I hope that this catches on. I hope that you're a trendsetter, because which is funny because we're recording for some sort of social media. But YouTube is a saving grace in my opinion.
Absolutely. I like YouTube to some degree.
But yeah, we're out here. What else? What else can I talk about? How much I enjoy you. Just in general, Devin is a very strong-willed person, I'd say.
I pull through.
And he puts himself first, and I think there's a point in saying that. It's not really the.
You think I put myself first?
I think you do. I think you care about your future a lot, at least from an outside perspective. Where,
I see what you're saying.
Like you're putting your future before anything else, and I see that. I see the willpower, and I don't think I'm saying that just to glaze Devin, because
no, that's cool.
He knows he's great.
Schlicht.
But I'm really saying that because I think someone out there is like kind of struggling with things that are getting done in their life, you know, and they're not willing to put forth that willpower. But I think Devin is a walking example of if you want something, all you got to do is go get it. All you got to do is stand up and say, I want this, and I'm going to take the steps. I'm going to cut out social media from my life, which is wasting my time. I'm going to, I'm going to dedicate and make sure that I'm passing all my classes and kind of just struggle in the moment in order to succeed in the future. And, yeah. But, yeah.
You know, the last time my friends got together and said, hey, let's film Devin, I was blackout in my underwear. I had to be carried up a flight of stairs, a big flight. It was a Lafitte flight of stairs. And a Mary, to this day, who, shout out the jacket, that's where I got the jacket from. Mary alleges that I was eating dirt. So
this is a different perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like, I've got really high highs and really low lows, and it's hard to tell the difference between the two, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with my progress for certain. Do
you feel the progress? I know you're hard on yourself a lot of the time, but like, do you feel like you've?
Dude, to be honest, with nursing school, I drove over the bridge yesterday and I thought about this and I was like, son of a bitch, there are probably at least a couple dozen people that will not have another chance for at least a year to pass nursing school. Because if you fail your course, that's fine. You fail it again, you gotta leave for a year. So they just, I'm not gonna say wasted, but they spent time, money, and resources that they'll never get back, and they've made essentially no progress towards their goal, other than having tried and failed and being ready to do it again. And you know, given the amount of effort that I did put in, it doesn't feel like even a sliver of what was enough. I returned my textbooks. I went to return the other two yesterday. And I got to tell you, I might have read 8 solid pages of the textbook.
Like in all of like
out
while
of
you're
these
studying,
thousands of pages that yes.
That's a given for some courses, but what I'm getting is like you feel like are you passing?
Oh yeah.
You're passing, but you still don't feel
pharmacology.
You still don't feel like fulfilled by it, or
no, not that. I'm just the minute I was fulfilled as fuck when I found out I'm passing. Nursing to me is a secure. It's a safety net. It's a secured future.
That's what I always saw it as.
Not to go back to this, but AI is going to have a hard. They're going to have a hard time replacing nurses
because it's so much more than just
you'd
mechanical.
have to. The mechanical. The mechanical is that's the reason why it's skilled labor.
Right.
Because labor, who the fuck, labor will get replaced in a heartbeat. Amazon workers right now are getting potentially replaced by fucking robots.
Yeah.
But skilled labor is a different story.
Right.
I think honestly, doctors will be some of the first to go within 10 years. Not go, but will just be significantly less.
Do you want to hear something I heard about that?
What's
My
that?
doctor, who's like 70-something years old, I'm not going to say his name, but he's a bit of a nut job. The one that used to prescribe me Adderall. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, give it, this is like 5 years ago, he's like, give it like a year or two. I'm not even going to be around. There's going to be this little machine that you come into my office.
Yeah, and it diagnoses you. It says, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this?
It diagnoses, you sit in this machine, it diagnoses, you get your blood, whatever. And it goes, this is what's wrong, and here's your solution.
Yep.
Which is so dystopian, but, whatever.
Yeah, well.
What was I saying? Really just,
I'm feeling unfulfilled.
Yeah. Do you feel fulfilled?
What feels fulfilling to me?
Yeah, what that is a hard question. Running,
doing the things that make me miserable. Running makes me miserable, and I feel so good after I do it. I mean, it's the best. It really is. It's
a bit of that instant gratification too. It's quick. Like you could go out and do that.
Well, honestly, I'd say quite the opposite. Quite the opposite, because the instant gratification would be like, oh, I hit 2 miles. Perfect. That's all I wanted. No, I'm going for 3. And the whole time I'm doing it, I want to quit.
Right.
That's my, instant gratification would be quitting at any point knowing I've made the amount of progress that I want. I'm ready to stop.
Okay,
but I know As soon as I get home, I will sit down in my chair all sweaty and say I could have gone another mile.
Okay, yeah.
And I would have hated it while I did it, but I wouldn't have hated this moment right here.
Yeah.
And but I can see what you're saying as far as...
I'm talking about in comparison to like nursing school, like where you have to do an entire semester.
Oh, yeah, where you could just pick it up anytime. Yeah, yeah.
I think I always feel like I ran recently for like 3 weeks, and I was running because I was so miserable, and I couldn't comprehend what I was going through at the time. And so I was like, this is like instantly makes me feel better. So if anyone's out there, I think I've talked about this before, but as a young person, I would say young man, I don't really know. I don't want to isolate it to men or something, but I think being active is like so important. Absolutely. Like for mental health.
Absolutely.
Like, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to go to the gym every day, but you need to get up and run.
Go fucking do something. And go get some sunlight on your skin.
Just breathe in some air, get your blood pumping, I think is the most important. Get that blood oxygen level up there. And I think that has been like a saving grace for me whenever I was at my all-time lows. You know, what can make me instantly feel better? Going out and fucking, and it sounds so like cliche, so played out. Everyone said this to you a million times. No. Literally going to the gym like saved me. Going for runs helped me comprehend the last.
Doing something positive and difficult for myself that would benefit me, not just in the long term, but the short term, is absolutely a phenomenal. Oh man, I hope I don't fuck this up. Phenomenal way to improve your mental health. Absolutely. We have a huge. We're just lacking. We're lacking exercise. We need to get out and we need to do more.
In general in America, or in general in life.
In general in life, yeah. No, every civilization is probably moving in the wrong direction. We need more.
Yeah, we need more of this right here.
Absolutely. No, I'm serious.
This.
Yeah, for real.
What is it?
2580 1911.
not 25. 25.
25. Did I say 25?
No, I said in my brain. 25.
Dropped it.
Oh, wait.
That's fine.
That's fine, yeah.
That's fine.
25.
80.
1911.
1911.
Like a gun.
Like a gun, yes. 2580 is my home address. There you go. 1911. 1911 is the old FUD favorite style pistol. Won 2 world wars. You got to respect it.
Oh my god, I got some great questions in here.
Yeah, I bet. Fuck these pants. Oh, you know what? Can I use that sock?
Yeah.
Can I wipe my fingies?
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Let's go. He looks nice.
Yeah, I think they're doing a prom shoots out here.
They are.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay.
You ever find yourself self-loathing, like
all the time?
Right.
I said it yesterday. I swing between self-loathing and narcissism.
Where you're kind of just like you're like, man, if only this happened.
Absolutely.
Then my life would be a little bit better. If only I had this opportunity. I wrote something down the other day and it said, I thought of this opportunity 1,000 times, but I've never imagined what I would do whenever I got here. Does that make sense?
I thought of this opportunity 1,000 times, but I never imagined what I'd do if you got there.
Like whenever I got there.
Yeah.
So well, I'll give an example. Like, I really like this girl.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I just if she just gave me one shot, if she just let me kiss her, bro.
She just let me crack once.
Or just she let me beat cheeks once. No, but realistically, if she just let me go on this date with her one time.
Yeah.
And you think that's gonna make you better? That's gonna make you. And
I've never thought that in my life, for the record.
Well, like,
but I hear where you're coming from.
Right. You're like, this. I just need the shot, and I'll be fine. But then you get the shot, and you're not ready. You know?
Yeah.
Like, let's say, for example, something that might relate to you better. Let's say you were just scooting by in college, like not making great grades, and then you applied for nursing, thinking, "Oh, this is a long shot."
Yeah.
But I'm like, but if they just accept me, I
won't be stuck exactly where I am, and then I'm there, and then
now
it's
I'm
like,
here. Fuck. Yeah. It's like,
now I gotta be a nurse. Holy shit. Yeah.
Well, now I'm in nursing school, and shit is real. Right.
Period.
This isn't like.
God, I just said period.
Period, poo.
Period, poo. Just said period.
But you know what I'm saying, though?
I absolutely know
it's
what
like
you're saying,
we want these opportunities in our life, but we're not ready for them, is really what I'm trying to say. Like, you want this opportunity at this job, for example, and you're just not ready for it because all you're thinking about is the opportunity. You're not thinking about making yourself. You're not making yourself better.
I'm not ready to be a
in
nurse.
order to fill that role,
Absolutely.
Right? But if you go, oh, I can't wait to be a nurse. I can't wait to
pay my bills and be alone on my own, rather, and absolutely, I know exactly what you're saying. But as far as, am I really ready to go in there and administer meds to somebody? Am I really ready to go and be like a caretaker for somebody?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. And that's, I think we look past that. I think we're so tired of being where we are that we dream of being somewhere else, and in that we don't recognize that whenever we're somewhere else, there's going to be more issues regardless. You know, there's going to be more responsibilities, different responsibilities that we haven't even begun to comprehend yet. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not, the grass isn't green on the other side,
It's never greener, boss.
It's just green. It's green on this side and it's green on that side. It's a different shade, but it's still a shade of green. Wait.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Thank you, King. Wait, let's get some more in there.
Okay.
Wait, I got a good one.
Okay.
This one's really philosophical. 25, 80.
19, 11.
Okay, I got a crazy one. You ready for this?
Yeah. Drop it on me, boss.
There are how many women on this earth?
Probably given that there's about 8 billion people, 4 billion.
Oh, they have 4 billion women on this earth.
Go ahead.
And I'm the bad guy because I want 258 of them?
Oh, is that, do they get 258 virgins in heaven? What's the 258 number about?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, we gotta edit that out.
It's just a random number.
Yeah, you bet. I mean, I don't know. We just talk about monogamy in general.
Monogamy? Oh, being with the same person?
Yeah, is that where we're at right now? Like, are you asking if you're really if it's wrong to feel the need for? Am I actually looking at this as if it's a question when it's not?
It's rhetorical.
It's rhetorical. No.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, you're not a bad man for wanting your weenie wet or whatever it is you kids do. Not at all.
All right. Anyways, let's just lock in. What else can we talk about?
I'll tell you.
When was the loneliest you've ever felt in your entire life?
The loneliest I've ever felt in my entire life was Ruston. When I was in Ruston.
Holy shit. What is Ruston? For those people that don't know what Ruston is.
Ruston is a sweet little town in northern Louisiana, 4 hours north of New Orleans.
Which is where we are now.
Which is where we are right now.
And where you were before you went to Ruston.
Where I was. I changed my degree a couple times up there because it didn't fit the lifestyle I thought I wanted. The lifestyle I thought I wanted ended up changing drastically. I went through a breakup, and I was sharing I had like 3 roommates, and 2 of them I had issues with, really big issues. And so I was in my room all the time. I've got no friends other than the couple that are my roommates, and we're not cool. So that was really lonely. I was on the phone with this was my first like real breakup.
Yeah.
So I was on the phone with my mother every fucking day.
Right.
Every day. And like a couple times, sometimes I'd just be like, Mom, I don't know what to do. It just fucking hurts.
Right.
And just like a void, just a big void. And I'm sure that was like the sudden realization that like, oh, I'm alone.
Right.
So
well, whenever you go through a breakup, it's like you're a drug. It's like withdrawals from a drug.
Yeah. No. The second that I was dumped, I got all my shit together. I packed my car. And I left. We were halfway through the semester. I had a whole half a semester left to go.
Oh,
and I drove 2 hours,
back to New
2 hours through some fucking heavy rain. And right at the halfway point, literally 2 hours in, I was like, all right.
The charade is over.
I need to see this through. So
Right.
I turned back around. So I still ended up doing a 4-hour drive, but I stayed where I was.
Right. Yeah, it's just overwhelming. Overwhelming immediately. You said you felt lonely. Moms, can we talk about moms for a second?
Moms are the fucking goat.
Moms are goated.
Moms are goated.
Ricky, what do you think about your mom? Best thing ever. They're the best thing to ever exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love you, Mom.
Absolutely.
She watches these.
I hope so.
Yeah. But they hold you down whenever you're alone, which is like, oh my God. That feeling after a breakup is just like horrid.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
horrid.
I saw
something the other day that was like, the hole that you were describing, it never gets filled with anything else. It just gets smaller.
Yeah,
The hole is always there.
That's a really good way to put it. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah, it's hard.
So,
Yeah.
that was probably the loneliest I ever felt. You know, I called my brother, I called my uncle, I called everybody that, and these are people I hadn't spoken to in a while. I mean, I'd been at fucking Ruston for like a year and a half at this point. And now I'm calling him out of the blue like, I don't know what to do with myself. You know what I mean? So, and then I'm like, I'm 19. So I should have got this breakup shit out of the way sooner. But I've never gone through anything like this. So they're just like trying to talk me through it. And my uncle's like, do not be the crazy ex. For the love of God.
Right.
Just don't do it.
Not worth it. You embarrass yourself. You fucking...
I could get over the embarrassment. But, man, who was it? It was Sam Morril. Sam Morril...
Who is this?
He's a comedian, and he's fucking hilarious. Love him to death. He honestly, I think he's one of the most underrated. But he didn't pop off on YouTube Shorts like Stavros Halkias or whatever,
right.
And I don't know, some other ones. But he was telling a story one time about this one ex, a girl from Tulane actually, like a decade ago. Yeah, Sam Morril. He's from New York. You know, of course he goes to Tulane. So he's this Tulane ex. A decade passes. He gets famous. Now this girl out of the blue is contacting him and bothering him. He's like, why are you doing this? She's like, well, I was seeing if you'd want me at your show. And he was like, yeah, you can buy some tickets. Yeah, whatever you want.
What do you think? That made him feel pretty good. Huh?
No, he didn't. I mean, he seemed totally unfazed by it, which I think is super healthy. I really respect that.
Right, instead of being like, got you, bitch.
What happened next was, so he's already established, like, hey, I'm not really looking to speak to you. So she ignores that. She calls him, like, I don't know, a month later, and she's like, hey, can we talk later? And he said, you know, an ex calling and asking if you can talk later is the same as about a roach crawling from behind the fridge and saying, let's reschedule. And it's that poor delivery, but it never puts something into perspective so well for me.
Yeah,
it is. You are unwanted.
Oh,
you should leave.
That is a hard thing to comprehend.
Isn't it? You are a pest crawling from behind a fridge.
Please get out of my sight. I do not want you near me. If
I
could kill you, I would.
I absolutely.
But you're a little fast fuck.
Yeah. You know. If you weren't a 200-pound, 5'10" man baby, I would smack you with a sandal and be done with it. Absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, that put a lot into perspective for me.
No, that's really, you know, if they wanted to, they would.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. No, that's honest to God truth. So, also, banging cookies. These are phenomenal. Up top, Ricky.
Ricky, oh my goodness, look how handsome he is.
He is really pretty. Those are some dope shorts too.
Yeah, he's got Riz. Do you want my shorts? Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels good.
Go for a run.
Yeah, I know that guy.
You know that guy?
His name's Carl.
No way, that's Carl.
He's a bassist. At a local band, I think. Yeah. Well, at least I remember it was like this rocker. Oh wait, no, he's not a bassist. I'm tripping. I think he's a singer. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm a bad friend.
He's gonna see this one day. He's gonna see this, and it's over for your friendship.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's I used to work with him at Reginelli's. Good guy. Very, very chill.
I think you talked about him before, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, you've definitely told me about him. A bassist at Reginelli's, absolutely.
The bassist is another guy that I worked with.
So
they were all in a band and they went to Reginelli's. Cool people.
What else you got?
Anyways, yeah, let's see if there's any more questions. Where are we at on time?
Time! Probably 40 minutes.
We're at 48, but we started this early.
What's your time frame? You usually do an hour? Or?
Hour 15, hour 05.
You do an hour and 15, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not tripping.
Get some good cuts if you want.
Okay, so look at that. You see that? I learn.
You 2580 1911. You don't have to put the buttons in right there. It's it's touchscreen. Right?
I know. I like the buttons.
Okay.
They're helping me.
Making sure.
How do I enter? There. Oh, I can click it.
There it is.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay. Immediately close it. Doesn't that feel good though?
Yeah.
Shut that shit. Close it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
This is a really good one. The universe will keep giving you the same problem until you solve it. Not to be spiritual or whatever.
No.
Or whatever.
That's a like
You fucking walk into that same wall a million fucking times.
Yeah.
Kind of like going back to the stove that burned you, and if you don't ever like fix your fucking problem, you're gonna keep walking into that wall.
Absolutely.
Do you have any examples from your life?
I have an example yesterday. So my dad and I are at odds. We're always at odds.
Dads.
You couldn't fucking imagine. Well, I'm sure you could. People got it worse, but that's not the point.
No comparison.
Exactly. So in this particular instance, this morning, or yesterday morning, my dad left for. My dad's getting old. My dad is 68 years old. God. Yeah.
That's old, man. How does that feel? Are you like kind of like thinking?
It's rough. I'm
my dad's
always
55,
thinking.
and I'm like
always thinking.
Like this motherfucker.
My mom is going to be 60 in 2 years.
Holy shit.
That sucks.
But it doesn't though.
It doesn't. No, but I want her forever, and I want my
Dude,
I guess
sad.
I kind of want my dad forever.
So wait, can I? I have something very similar. Don't lose your train of thought.
No, go ahead.
But I had something. I don't know if you agree with this.
Yeah.
With your relationship with your father, but one day your dad will die. And you will recognize that he is the only man in your life that ever wanted you to do better than he did.
Absolutely. That's the one thing he passed on to me. Do better for your sons than I could do for you.
Which is crazy.
That's evolution.
But but I think if you think about it, no other man in the world
wants that for me.
I don't want you to do better than me.
Really?
I want to be the best.
No, my entire mindset of like I want to own a gun range one day and I want to own a gym is that I can make it dirt cheap and accessible to other males that need a place, that need resources. We don't have resources. Males, we don't have a lot of resources. Mm-hmm. Like we have sports and shit. But everything else is kind of locked behind a paywall. If it's not to do with school or, if you're not giving...
What is the correlation between... where are you bringing it together? Like I said, I don't want you to do better than me. Or are you trying to say that...
I'm saying that I want to provide resources to our community that other males can have and that they can give their sons.
So you do want
daughters.
better. You do want better for other people.
Absolutely.
Oh fuck, maybe it's just a need.
No, we're different people, and that's okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing inherently wrong with being selfish.
Right.
That's human evolution.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Absolutely.
I think you need to be selfish. A lot of times you need to put yourself first.
That was I forgot his fucking name.
David Goggins.
No, one of the roommates that I had back in Ruston, he told me that. I forget his name, but
and it's stuck with you. I feel like I've heard it a million times.
Yeah,
but it never.
Because he's the one that taught me that. Because he was a selfish bastard. But I was like, at the time, I couldn't grasp that. There's nothing inherently wrong with that.
Right.
Nobody owes you anything. Regardless, what I will go back to though, yesterday morning, my father, he drove like an hour and a half to Empire, forgot his fucking key, so he had to drive back. And then he had to get the key and then drive there and back. So he's effectively added another 3 hours onto his day.
Wait, Empire, what is Empire?
Empire is like a spot way down, Bell Chase Highway?
Yes.
You know where the chemical plants are? It's
yeah.
in that little, anyway. But he's got a little camp out there. It's a nice spot.
I never knew.
And I said, because we've been at odds, but I'm nice enough to be like, hey, I heard you, no, what did I say? I was like, hey, the minute he walked in, I was like, hey, I know it sucks to drive an hour and a half out of your way to realize you forgot something. That's in my head. I was like, I was just gave him some sympathies, and in my head I was like, oh well, it's because he's 68 and he's getting old, But because he did something like this about a month ago, but then I remembered I do this shit all the fucking time, all the time, and then sure enough, yesterday I drove all the way across the river just to realize the fucking bookstore's closed.
Oh my God.
So then I had to drive, and I'm stuck in traffic now because it's fucking 5 o'clock. So I had to drive another hour back. So I wasted like an absurd amount of my time.
So this was related to whenever I was like, the universe will give you the same lesson
over and over and over again. I will do that shit until I'm 68 if I don't get a hold on it. I need to be mindful of my time and what I'm doing.
Wow. Can I tell you what my lesson was?
Absolutely.
Wait, I don't know if I think I might have said this in the last podcast. I brought up the same thing because I think it's a good topic. We could talk about it multiple in a row. But for me, I think a lesson that I needed to learn. This might be a little more more controversial. Maybe not controversial.
Okay.
But
give me some.
For a while, like whenever I would get out of a relationship,
yeah.
What's the first thing you do?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been in 2 relationships. When I got out of the first one, I
was in shambles.
All
right.
Crumbles. Shout out Crumble Cookie.
Not
the
sponsored.
second time, it was a rebound relationship, which is disrespectful to her to say, but that's the truth.
Wait, I think I remember this.
You remember her?
The evil one?
She was a little evil. she was kind of rough on me. I'll say that much. But it was I was gonna say, I think we did as much damage to it. That's not true. That girl fucked me up. But
yeah.
I don't even know where I was going with that. So that
I just asked you, what did you do?
What did I do differently?
To cope? No, what did you do to
cope?
Instantly out of the relationship? Day 1, week 1, week 2.
Oh man, I got my grind on. That's what I did. I got buffers. Look at these fucking arms.
No,
what do you think I did?
That seems like a very healthy coping memechanism.
That was
something positive in your life. For me, whenever I got out of a relationship,
I need woman.
I need to stick my cock and
yeah, language, brother. No, go ahead.
Stick my wiener in something. I thought I heard someone walking behind me. God damn. Anyways, I need to stick my cock in something. And so I think that is a poor thing to do whenever you get out of a relationship. Although it may help you in the short term, it will not help in the long term. Like if you get into another relationship right away. Yeah, we talked about this on the last pod, but
no, it's a good topic, and it's something that guys our age are going through on a regular basis.
Right.
Hey, bro, I'm fucking sad. Stop being a pussy.
Go get some pussy. Stop being a pussy. Go get some pussy. Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, you're single. Come on.
You got to worry about the balls, my boy.
I saw that fucking dick. It was fat. Go use it, son.
No, who told you that?
No one. This is a hypothetical Italian.
Who's hypothetical? You have a hypothetical Italian hyping your weenie up? That's what you got going on? After a breakup? Maybe?
No, it's a hypothetical frat guy. Like, we were, what do they call it? Rifting?
Yeah, we're bantering.
Riffing. We were riffing.
Yeah. No. I do some like, New York or shit, yeah.
Yeah, like,
I've seen that
I was thinking of an Italian frat guy. You know?
I like that, yeah.
Bro, imagine that, though.
Imagine Luigi Manioni comes out and starts saying, we gotta go get some pussy, bro.
You know what happened?
Back shots like Luigi Manioni.
Speaking of that, do you know
what?
Why I saw something the other day that said he might have done that because he couldn't fuck. The surgery that he wanted to get was to help him fuck. Like his dick wouldn't work.
He had bad back thing, and it affected sex.
Yeah. So
that's
You can boil it down to like, man, you really working because he couldn't fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like he wanted to clap. That's what his
It always comes back to incels. One way or another, he could be the one.
That's what I'm saying.
That is crazy, though. That is fucking crazy.
I used to think of you as an incel.
I can understand that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. I like I'm not actively practicing celibacy, but I'm never going out of my way to find a girl.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Before now, like
what? Like when I was young. When I was in high school? When did you... No, they said I was school shooter type in high school.
Well, I think they're synonymous in a sense.
Surely. But like, I wouldn't say they might be mutually exclusive. Yeah, they might be. School shooters are basically just incels, yeah. They're just incels.
We cracked the code.
We cracked the code, man. Huh?
Wait,
go ahead.
We're cutting this?
Mutually exclusive means like, it can't be one if it's one, you know? So they're not mutually exclusive. Like,
yeah.
They're one and the same.
But they are mutually
They are mutually exclusive, I think. For the most part. Why did Jail Quinn Phoenix pop those kids in the subway? Because he couldn't fuck that woman across the hallway with the kid. Come on. That's exactly why he did it.
All right, we need to get back on topic.
Okay,
here.
we're
We're losing it.
We're losing it.
I can't get into the
Nitty gritty.
Oh, good question.
Yeah, for sure.
I like both of y'all.
I got a little something going on. Yeah, damn,
like
look
that.
at all that purple blending. That's
I
really
love purple.
nice.
It's my favorite color.
Yeah, I'm on my modern art.
Yeah, I'm one that.
Hey, you see this plum color though, right? That's a nice plum.
Drink it. Don't drink it. Don't drink it,
Jeez.
please.
For the gram.
Anyways, all right. So where were we? Depression.
Look, let me crack the phone. See if they got anything that stands out to me.
Yeah, something. Yeah, for sure. It won't take you 20 minutes to open it. So.
The key to staying young is living stress-free. That's just one that stood out to me just now. Listen, I don't have stress in my life. The only stressing I'm doing is like I need to get somewhere and I need to be there on time. That's about it. Like I get my alarms. I haven't missed any alarms. I haven't missed any fucking events. But aside from that, I don't have stress in my life. I either do or I don't. Like every time I went into an exam, I wasn't nervous. I was like, I'm either gonna pass this or I'm gonna fucking fail, and that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
What is me? So
That's such a good mindset to have.
I don't even know that I'm practicing it. It's not even like I'm convincing myself of this. It's
like,
just something I really believe. It's like I'm fucking or I'm not.
It's just like who you are. You're not gonna stress out about it.
Yeah.
My dad told me 90% of the things we worry about,
are completely out of our control.
Right. You don't need to, and that's a very stoic belief. Believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
It's like, don't worry about the things you can't control in your life. And I think it was so popular. I'll give a little philosophy lesson here. It was so popular back in the day. Stoicism was like whenever motherfuckers were waging wars with fucking swords and fucking dying, and his mother sent 5 of her sons off to war, and none of them came back. And it's like, that lady needs some sort of way to like comprehend that, and I think that's where Stoicism came up and was like, well, you couldn't really control, that your sons went to war and died. There was nothing you could do about that.
Right.
So don't stress about it. And that's like a very extreme, because obviously anybody would freak the fuck out if their son died. But,
Right.
Right. But yeah, someone from my work actually told me that, which this is like a 55-year-old man, and he looks 28, black don't crack.
It's honest to God truth.
It's truth.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's the washcloths. They're using washcloths and we're not.
Something. Anyways.
It's that fucking Alabama, goddammit. It's that cocoa butter.
Yeah.
I know it.
There's a key.
They're hiding something.
I swear to God.
They're hiding something from us, man.
But he said that, and
this is reparations. They get nice skin.
Yeah. It's
Go ahead,
the way of the universe, karma. It's very push and pull.
Yeah.
Not that those would be even in a sense.
Well, let me find another one. Find another good question.
Oh, cut that shit.
No, keep the whole thing. Keep the whole thing.
No, but okay, stress-free. This guy said that, and
ooh, that's a great one.
What is it?
No, I can't do that.
Why?
Because I'll have a job one day, and I can't.
Yeah. I figured. I saw that one. I wanted to ask you about it, but
fuck.
No. The stress-free thing. Living stress-free is so important, and this guy looked great.
We have the privilege of living stress-free. I never worry about food or water, or I live with my fucking parents, which sucks. I hate it. But I cannot ever grasp how lucky I am to do that. I mean, people that live here in New Orleans don't have food security, water, just a home without mold or fucking windows that aren't broken.
That's me.
So I'm beyond blessed. I really am. I could not possibly appreciate being able to live with my parents as much as I should. Granted,
there are downsides to it.
Absolutely. I love blaming the fact that I I think that has 90% to do with, of course, the other 10% is just a general disinterest in dating and relationships right now, but 90% of the problem is that I just wouldn't want to bring anyone home.
Right.
You know, it's just an unpleasant experience to
Hey, you gotta be quiet.
yeah.
My
what the
mom's
fuck?
sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, like,
no, I get
when
that.
I was with one ex, like, I did not, the second one, I did not care. I was completely disrespectful in my parents' home.
You was fucking on the kitchen.
No, but it was just like any time of the day, super loud. The walls are thin, bro. And
Yeah.
I was just completely not mindful of that. I was disrespectful about, you know, like, I was disrespectful of my parents. But I think they gave me a lot of slack because they saw where I was, like
Yeah.
a few months prior, and they were like,
Fuck it.
well, you know, just turn the TV on. He needs this. So,
Right. Right.
I'm so grateful.
Do you think you needed it though?
Yeah.
Looking back, you did.
Absolutely.
To recognize that it wasn't it.
No. The only thing I needed was just like some security in myself. I wanted to feel valued and worth. And I found that in her. It was really nice, actually. I felt liberated. I did. I felt like I could find myself attractive, and that was a lot for me. Just it kind of made me whole because I'd been in the gym busting. I stopped going to the gym when that relationship started. The minute it started, the minute it fucking started, I immediately put on like fucking 5-10 pounds. By the end of the relationship, I was 20 pounds, probably at least 15 pounds
How long did
heavier.
that relationship last?
That shit was 6 months.
What? I remember it being like 3 weeks and just you calling me like all the time and being like,
This shit is awful. This shit is awful.
It sucks.
Yo,
and then you were like,
by month one, I think I took her, no, because she'd been over way before we started dating. But I think it might have been week one, really early in the relationship. My mom looked at me and she was like, you don't want to do this. And I was like, I know I don't. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Oh my God.
But it was so worth. It took a lot. It gave me a lot of myself that I never knew I had.
Well, I think
It was a lot for me.
I think that's one of the best things about relationships, and I think that's why I am a relationship guy, where I'm like, feel this need to be in relationships, is you feel so appreciated, like whenever you're in it, like for the most part, like you just feel seen, you feel like, oh.
She didn't have a car, she had home problems, I was the fucking man, and it felt great doing it.
Right, and you can get a lot of, I
bought her a dress.
Right, you can be that man.
The man.
You could be the man for an extended period of time.
Right.
But I don't think you should get all of your self-worth from a relationship, which is something that I struggled with, or am struggling with, and I think you always struggle with those. I think people fall into like shit that they deal with. That is one of the things that I deal with, is like whenever I'm in a relationship, I put everything into it, and I'm like, well, as long as I am a good boyfriend and as long as I treat her correctly, then I can sleep at night and be like happy and satisfied. Whereas like that actually winds up,
if she can find worth in me, maybe I can find worth in myself, kind of a deal.
More so like if I can treat another human being with the utmost respect and love, then I will feel good about myself, you know? Like if I can dedicate my life to someone else, which is so fucked up, because whenever you do that, it's bad. It's just not good to do that. Like realistically, you need to like care about yourself first and then your partner. Because if you don't do that, then you become obsessive and it becomes your world. You put them at the top, and whenever that world comes crumbling down,
You got nothing.
you got nothing.
You are nothing.
I am nothing.
And that's a really great experience, though. I fucking
I love it. I love it.
And honestly, we have the blessing of, I think we have the blessing of feeling that way because we're young and we got our whole lives ahead of us. But like, being at the bottom of a well is fucking great.
It is.
It is great.
It's addicting almost. Like low key. It's like this self-loathing.
The best part about rock bottom is that you can launch yourself off the floor. I forgot where I heard that, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I'm sorry, babe.
And dude, getting like, thank God I had Jonas and you guys, because getting shit-faced to the point where someone actually had to take care of me on a regular basis Not that I was doing it that often, probably like once every couple months, maybe 3.
Yeah, I remember. Those are good times.
Dude, those were awful times for everyone involved. Let's be real. But I was so happy that I had you guys so that I could do that. Because I never felt embarrassed. I never woke up the next day and was like, I regret my actions. Because I didn't. I would do it again. I would absolutely destroy my liver and wake up from a Charlie horse in my fucking knee, or my calf.
Oh my god, I that is a lesson that the universe keeps giving me.
I'm a thug. I can do that shit every day.
I cannot. 2 weeks ago, I went out and had a blast and threw my fucking guts up. By the morning, I made some
Questionable decisions, yeah.
and I had probably thrown up 4 times before the morning, and that entire Saturday was just gone. And it was like, why?
Yeah, the day is over, bro.
The day after is just like, what?
Spent recovering. What was I thinking?
Yeah, no, like, and like, you just feel like I just felt like I was floating that whole day. Miserable. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. But you got to have those days sometimes. I think. Maybe I do recommend. I think going out and partying with your friends is fun, but with everything in life, you need to have some sort of middle ground.
Absolutely.
It's all about middle grounds in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right, where are we at? What are we thinking? Ricky's looking a little cold.
You tapped out? We could go.
You're good? Maybe we can do one more topic.
Okay, we'll do one more. Yeah.
My nipples. Whoa. My nipples are hard, and I'm feeling great.
What's a good topic?
Do you have anything you want to talk about? Like,
What's a good one?
What is y'all's perfect relationship look like?
That's a great one.
Ask it again so they hear it.
Sure.
Ricky just now said, what does your perfect relationship look like?
Would you call this a relationship, what we're doing? Or?
Yeah, this is a relationship, but are we talking about romantic relationship?
I was just fucking with you. But, you know.
We should clarify.
Yeah, we might do a little smooch.
Wait.
That's what the Patreon.
Yeah, we
You're
good.
right,
Oh,
you're right.
shit.
Fuck,
Oh,
I
shit.
forgot about that.
Yo, make that the screen, the thumbnail.
Yeah, wait,
make
let's
that the
do it.
thumbnail.
Not. I kind of enjoyed that.
Yo, hold up. Let's see where this goes.
Huh?
So,
Well, yeah, I felt it again.
my perfect relationship. I don't know. I could not even fathom a relationship right now. What my perfect? You see, here's the thing. My perfect relationship falls into the me having the perfect woman for some reason. And what I would want in that is someone who makes me feel valued, someone who knows that I value them, and like mutual, well, obviously monogamy, but which is something you do have to clarify nowadays.
Yeah. Amen. Everyone's got their
Right, respect. So
not for everyone.
right, if we can both maintain our self-respect, value one another, and have complete and utter clarity to a point of like it would be detrimental to our relationship, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I will burn down in an honest house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love that.
I just thought of that, but that's the best way I can put it.
That's brilliant. Fucking honesty and communication is always the key to like a fucking healthy relationship, and no matter what.
No, it's not. It honestly, honesty fucking destroys relationships, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, well, it breaks you down and makes you grow. But
like
if
as
you're
far as
honest
being
with me-
open and honest with your mistakes and just being like, I don't know if I see anything in us. I don't know if I, like if you could say the most honest thing to me, because we have a camera in front of us.
Right.
If you could say the most honest thing to me, something that you would not say on camera, something that you would never even say to me, it would probably fucking hurt my feelings a lot.
Yeah.
Same with me. I could probably,
it would suck, but it would help you be better.
to grow to some degree, absolutely.
Right.
So
you think that, and I think in that honesty, you grow closer.
yeah, unless it's enough to tear two people apart.
So do you want honesty or do you not?
I want honesty to the point of it. Like I said, I will burn down in an honest house.
Okay. Yeah.
If our home is broken because it's honest, then it's broken.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me and I'll tell you, and then we can live with our truths, or
Yeah.
we won't, or we'll live separately. That's fine. So honesty, super important. But what's your perfect relationship?
I think same areas is honesty, communication, and I think this is actually funny because I was talking to my therapist about this today.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that is introspective and like this shit that I'm doing right now is lovely and all, and this is like my passion, you know, like right now is like making people talk about their feelings. But I kept telling him, I was like, am I a narcissist for thinking that I introspect more than other people? And he was like, no, like it's completely natural. Like sometimes whenever you introspect X amount of times, you start to feel lonely and this and that. And I think emotional intelligence, just a level of emotional intelligence and a very high level of introspection, and that's what's most important to me. And I discovered that today. Just looks, of course, yeah. I want a crack. I want a fat, juicy butt.
Juicy booty, absolutely.
But besides that, emotional intelligence and intellect are top of the list. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah, coming from the dimwit. I wrote something down a while ago, which was like, oh, how the fool has convinced everyone that he's brilliant, and how the brilliant man has convinced everyone that he's a fool. You know, and I think
Sounds like something Raymond Reddington would say in The Blacklist.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about. But go on.
yeah, basically just like introspection and honesty and emotional intelligence, all there.
Fuck yeah. Speaking of which, my perfect relationship is James Spader. Love that guy.
What?
In a heartbeat.
A dude?
Yeah. If you don't know James Spader, you go look him up right now. The Blacklist. Phenomenal show. He's the... Kinda, yeah. I mean, yes, he is. I fucking love James Spader. He saved that show for me. He was Robert California in The Office. He voiced Ultron in Age of Ultron. Phenomenal guy.
Okay, I got something for us now.
All right,
We're gonna do a short segment, which I like to call Clip Farming with Blaney Boy.
Clip Farming with Blaney Boy. I like it.
So we're gonna say some absurd things and have some visceral reactions, and
There's people.
not like yell, but like not necessarily like but just like
Okay. Oh, okay. I got one.
like something that just doesn't make sense. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I got one. But go ahead.
You go.
No, you go, because I want to make sure that I'm in the right area before I say something.
No, I think I should go first.
You should go first.
Okay.
He's got a good one, huh?
No, I don't have a good one.
He's smiling like you got a good one.
Last week, I ran into this person that I haven't met or I haven't seen in about 42 years, and
Word.
it was my ex-wife. She told me that she still had the Doberman Pinscher, and she's not giving it back. All right, it doesn't have to be like that, you know. But
Okay, you were just making an example. Okay, dude, the other day. Nah, there's kids. I can't.
That's
I
perfect.
can't.
That's perfect.
That's fine.
That's literally perfect.
Oh, man. But dude,
yeah.
these Irish, they got some crazy sayings. I want to say, there was this dude. He's taking. Oh, and I'm trying Florida moonshine, and he drank, and it was the most vile. I've been on Live Leak. I've seen beheadings. I've seen all kinds of awful shit. This was just disgusting to me. He said, "Oh, that'll make the nails on your willy grow."
The nails
On your willy grow. Disgusting. What?
I trim mine on Saturdays.
No, I'm not. But it's absolutely vile.
Yeah, no, that's pretty disgusting.
Speaking of which, I'm getting a haircut.
Speaking of which,
Oh, we gotta turn it around.
turn it around.
Woo!
We're coming to a conclusion. All right, what is the name of your painting?
Wait, I'm gonna do it in Paul's play, because it's about to do it, and I wanna like zoom in on the
Okay. What is yours?
You go first, and then I'll.
Mine is cigarettes in the back of the alleyway.
crusty upper lip. I don't know.
All right, and final announcement. Now that we've revealed the paintings, I am going to do a website on the 5th episode where you could purchase any of these paintings. I don't know what I'm going to price them at, but I know nobody's probably going to buy them off rip, but I think one day these will be worth something, so you might want to get your hands on them.
We'll probably buy them back in a decade.
Type shit.
Yeah. Like, boy, you remember that picture?
So now we get the...
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. All right.
All right,
Cut.
Cut. Woo! That was a good one. That was a really good one.